So, a lot of people learning about manifestation know Neville Goddard and they understand that he preached a lot about something called the art of revision, where you can reimagine either your day or a past event, something that happened to you to be in alignment with how you would have liked things to go instead of how things actually went in physicality in 3D, which of course is illusory anyways. And it's not just to make you feel good to try and replace the memory with something fake. It's actually based on the idea that all time is now. So in that way, you are creating the past from the present moment, right? The past is illusory at this point. It only exists within the mind. In fact, science shows that whenever we remember something from our past, we get it more and more inaccurate over time. It loses its accuracy the more we recall it. So some people find themselves automatically reimagining past events to maybe be worse than they were because of how traumatic it was. But here in this case, we are taught to revise it to be in alignment with our ideal. So maybe you didn't get the job, right? You got the email that said, we're sorry, unfortunately, we're going another direction. Or you didn't get into the college or university, or you hurt yourself in some way. In my past, I used revision when I hurt myself squatting very heavy and I didn't quite, keep tightness as I needed to. I injured my back and I was able to heal it within a couple of days, even though it hurt very, very bad. So it was a little hard to imagine and revise, but I still was able to do it. So it's very powerful. But I want to talk in this video today about something more powerful than revision, which is acceptance. Now, a lot of people, when they learn about manifestation, they begin to fear acceptance because they think it means that nothing is going to change. But rather, I find that some people, when they practice revision, can't help but feel like they're trying to fake something or force a fake idea on their mind, rather than being able to believe the new scene, the reimagining, the way they've changed things to be in that past experience, that traumatic or negative, unfortunate event. They actually end up feeling worse. So that's why I want to talk about acceptance, which really is a form of surrender, because you are no longer trying to ignore it, push it away, reject it. You actually just come to terms, become at peace, at one with whatever happened to you, so that you can actually let it go and move forward. Because the truth is, we aren't just manifesting when we create something we desire. Okay, we aren't just manifesting when we sit down and visualize, affirm, script, whatever you like to do, or maybe you do none of those. We're doing it 24/7 all the time. Your state of being is constantly, never-endingly manifesting your experience. Okay, so whatever happened to you, it's not that it's your fault, right? Don't let the mind put blame or put a negative spin on things, even if you didn't enjoy the experience. It's not your fault, okay? So you don't shame or condemn yourself, but you do take responsibility for everything that's happened to you in your life. It just means your ability to respond. So instead of responding with rejection or resistance or trying to pretend or imagine away what happened, you are going to say, okay, I accept that that happened. I created it just like I create everything in my life, and now I choose anew. So maybe there's a negative pattern, something that happens over and over in relationships or in financial situations or in any area of your life where it keeps happening over and over and over. It comes from resistance. And no matter how much you try and revise it, unless you can actually get to a point of peace, it's not going to work. Some people can revise it and it will work for them because they reach that point of acceptance and therefore they detach themselves from the former state of being or energy or way that they were thinking, feeling, behaving habitually, and it gets them to move forward. But if you're not able to do that, then acceptance is the key, because if you're able to sit there and really take control, right? Take your power back. You are not a victim. The more that you try and resist something that happened to you, the more you're treating it like a victim. You're trying to run away from the oppressor or the power source, if you will. But we are the one and only power. We're the operant power of our imagination, which is creating reality, of your mind, your consciousness, your state of being, which is creating reality. So what do you want to do? Do you want to sit there and play the victim, or do you want to be a powerful creator? Because you can't be both at the same time. You can't hold two thoughts at the same time. Think about it. If you're thinking about a traumatic event, feeling like a victim, or that the whole world's against you, or some person is the reason why you can't have what you want, you can't hold that thought and the thought of success or freedom at the same time. Try it. You can't think of whatever your problem is and the Grand Canyon at the same time. Try it. If you're watching this, there's probably something you're trying to manifest, right? You desire to create in your reality. Try and think of that and the Grand Canyon at the same time. You can't do it. So, what is the answer? The answer is acceptance of these things, because then you can actually let them go. Otherwise, they're going to keep coming up because what we resist persists. It's the same way how we've taught about recognizing emotions, positive or negative, are just neutral events. It's the mind that says something is good or bad. It's the mind that says something is easy or difficult, something is big or small. The mind is, the center of judgment. The mind is the one trying to tell stories about every little thing, including stories about your past. Okay? So if you want to revise your past, give it a try. If it works, if it resonates for you, go for it. But if you found that you have very little success or a lot of mental difficulty practicing revision, then practice acceptance instead. It's that simple. It doesn't have to be some big, drawn out, complicated technique. You simply allow yourself to recognize, okay, I create absolutely everything in my life. I am always manifesting. Nothing comes into my experience without my permission, without my giving power to it. So, whatever happened, I didn't enjoy it. That's okay. It made me feel however it made me feel. But I'm not going to fight it or resist it anymore. I accept what happened, and I choose anew now. Because until you take your power back from the idea of oppression in that moment or the idea of failure in that moment, you're not going to have the power to create something else. That energy is locked up, okay? So you want to get it out of the cage. If that means practicing forgiveness, it doesn't mean you're forgiving someone else because they deserve it. They may not, okay? But you're doing it to free yourself. Because the entire world, everything you experience is yourself pushed out. So it may seem like another person, but in truth, they're just playing a role which your own mind has created for them. Now, this doesn't mean that absolutely everyone is perfect and you should, let everyone walk all over you and just say, it's you, it's you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it so that you can put it in perspective, that in truth, everyone is playing a role. And if they aren't awake to the truth that they're manifesting their reality, then they have no idea what they're doing. So you have to be willing to forgive, give up resentment. If you are holding or harboring resentment for anyone or anything, find out why that is. Ask yourself, what do you get from holding that energy there? What do you get from hanging on to that negativity? Because I guarantee you it's not getting you any closer to your goals or to manifesting what you desire. In truth, when you can let go of all of this, all of the negativity of the past, all of the victimhood, all of the fear, shame, doubt, worry, impatience about what you want or how things should be, then you are free to be present in this moment, here and now, which is where you really want to be. That's the whole point of manifestation. You don't want to manifest all your wonderful things that you want, the house, the car, the relationship, the income, whatever it is. You don't want all of these things and then to still be caught up in the mind, to still be angry about that person who wronged you, to still be angry about that missed opportunity, or to still be worrying about the future, wondering what's to come, being fearful. That's not what we're meant to do. We're meant to realize our power so that we can be present in the here and now, freeing ourselves from the grip of the mind. The mind is a tool. It's a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. So don't let the mind be your master. Recognize when it's creating stories or hanging on to energies which aren't serving you, and consciously let them go. You can always ask yourself, does this serve me? Is this in alignment with my highest good? Because chances are that it's not. If it's rooted in negativity, victimhood, fear, the chances are that it's not. So also, if you want to let go of fear, worry, doubt, impatience, 4 of the biggest blocks of manifestation for 99% of people, check out my detachment course. You don't need it, but it's very, very powerful. It helps you have tools to get you back in the present moment, powerful techniques to help you feel fulfillment, and then drop everything else and just be in the present here and now. It's worked for many, many people. You can read the testimonials. I recommend you do. They're incredible. You can snag it at the link in the pinned comment or the description. Next, if you want to learn more about how you can manifest everything at once, watch this video right here. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. As always, thank you so much for watching. I love you all very much, and I will see you next time. Take care.